Welcome back. In this final section for this lab, I'm going to take you through controlling resources. One of the key parts of cloud computing is resource management. Many organizations do find that they spend huge amounts on the cloud because even though it's only 1 or 2 cents an hour, people start virtual machines or use network shares and they don't turn them off. So one of the first things you need to do is know how to stop the VM. So we're at this point here. We've got the Jupyter Notebook, which we've just accessed through a web browser, and we're just going to go and turn everything off. The notebook is stopped simply by hitting Control C in the secure shell window we've got through um, PowerShell. If you don't hit Control C twice or say yes, within 5 seconds and it will restart. But that's a way, if you shut the server down tidily, make sure all the notebooks you've got open are saved. This might be an issue later on. So don't just turn off the server without stopping things tidily. We're now back at the Ubuntu prompt, and again, the nice thing to do is to shut this down properly. Sudo slash sbin slash shutdown minus h now. Sudo, remember the administrator command. Uh, we don't necessarily have to do this, but it's probably good practice. And that closes the connection. You can see we're now back to PS, which is PowerShell. That's okay. We haven't done because we haven't stopped the virtual control on Azure Asia. So going back to the Azure interface, we can see here's our virtual machine. If we click on that resource, you can see it is running. And what we need to do is stop. And we hit the stop button there and it says stopping virtual machine. It does take it a while to stop it. And when the virtual machine is stopped, it will still charge some small amount for the disk space that we are using. But we went for a hard disk rather than SSD or premium SSD, so it's relatively small. If you're going to stop and restart in an hour or two, or something like that, then this is fine. If you're not going to be working on this virtual machine for the next few days, then the most sensible thing to do is to go ahead and hit delete. But actually I'll be picking this up tomorrow, so I'll come back to this then and we'll have a look at the charging issue. So it is really important that you make sure that when we look now at the status, in fact if we go back to here, it should show us this has got a status of you're looking for it to say stopped deallocated. That is really important. Just stopping the host as I did by the sbin on the server, that still leaves some resource running in Azure, so stop deallocated is the thing to do. You'll notice it when we look at how to check on charges. It still costs a few pence, but it's not the same kind of issue. So just to sort of recap what we've done in these sessions, we've gone to Azure, we just signed up with Azure, we created a virtual machine, Ubuntu virtual machine. We connected to that with secure shell. We had to do a bit of a faff with the security of keys going through Windows. There's an equivalent kind of thing you do with Mac. We installed Docker on that machine. We got the module software, our own container on there, and we started that. What we're going to do in the next session is actually just do some basic experiments with that container, so you can see how that would be part of your working practice. So we'll stop for now. Thank you.